Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am stoked you're here. I want to take a quick second and thank all the channel members. Thank you all more than you know. I appreciate you and welcome anyone who's coming through, checking out the content, and you maybe haven't had a chance yet, or you just stumbled across it. If you like knife content, EDC content, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. It really helped me out and it'll keep you updated on things that are happening with the channel. So today I wanted to talk about the SHF or Spartan Harsey folder, the full-size Spartan Harsey folder. This is a knife that recently came into my collection that I think if you guys remember, I'm a big Plague Doctor fan. I had my first Spartan I picked up when I saw that this Plague Doctor was still in stock at Spartan Blades. This is a 3¼ inch. It is the S45VN Plague Doctor, and it is a fantastic smaller knife that's very tactical in nature and very strong. Simple construction, phosphorus, bronze, and titanium. So when the full-size Plague Doctor became available, I really couldn't resist. I made like I do with knives, a dumb decision, and I don't regret it a bit. I absolutely love this knife, and I picked it up. The pattern, first of all, the Harsey in its design and its simplicity and in its tactical nature is just a well-built, hard use, nice knife designed by William Bill Harsey. It was, I think, Spartan's one of their first knives or their first partnership when the Harsey came to be. And this knife is just an absolute beast. Then you couple it with the pattern that really attracted me to the brand in the first place with the 3¼ inch, which is the Plague Doctor pattern. It is kind of a morbid, comical type of, I guess, pattern. You've got the biohazard symbols on the pivots. You've got the bugs on the backside, so to speak, and you've got the "Do not fear, my dear," the old school Plague Doctor there, um, and a little bug where the reversible clip is. So I really fell in love with the pattern. It means a lot to me because it's when I got into the knife hobby kind of again, or started watching knife content, consuming knife content, um, collecting knives again. Really, it's when I started, my addiction really kicked off in a full swing, we can say. Starting with budget knives, I think my first kind of higher end knife was a Benchmade 940, something like that, or maybe a bug out. Took me a really long time to get to where I could appreciate and understand some of the American made, more handmade brands. And Spartan is really one of the last ones of this caliber, from Hinderer, from Microtech, from Benchmade, from Spyderco, from I don't have it McNeese yet, but again, those are kind of different. They're not all even in the same ballpark. But the Harsey, this full size, which again, the SHF or Spartan Harsey folder, the full size 4 inch, is this one's a Magnacut blade. It is has a 4 inch blade, full size, just honking knife, and we'll do some comparisons and do a weight on it here in a little bit. But was designed to be a hard use tactical knife. It has fantastic finger jimping that really locks your hand into this grip if you're going to use this as a Slurpee saver or as a tactical self-defense knife. If you're going to use it around the campsite, if you're going to hard use this knife, it's got the blade geometry and the thick grind to really make it suited for those tasks, right? It's not a paper shredder, so to speak. It's not a TRM atom. It will still cut paper. Whoops, as I fail it. It's just got a much rougher, thicker grind, right? It will definitely stab through paper and stab through wood, stab into wood. And like I say, it's you can tell by looking at the grind that it's more of a thick, robust knife. Now, I have not put a strop on this. I have not sharpened this. I think it's a great platform in either the Magnacut or the S45 to maybe lower that edge angle a little bit. But again, for what I'm using it for, I'm not using this to break down cardboard. I'm gonna use it kind of as a what I think is a really cool knife that completes a really cool set that means a lot to me, you know, in terms of the Plague Doctor and what it stands for in my journey in the knife hike. But yeah, guys, this I found this, I want to say, at DLT. It is still available, I think, in S45. The reason I picked it up is I do not think that this pattern will be around that much for some reason. I just don't think it will. I think it's kind of a limited deal. I think they're selling out the stock of them, but I could be wrong. I just really, really liked it. And when I saw that it was available and had the opportunity to grab it, I could not resist. You've got great jimping on the underside of the titanium there. You've got jimping on the bottom side of the scales. So you've got a great thumb placement, great grip on the underside of the knife. It just really is, again, a hard use, full sized, beefy, American made, um, you know, sharp pry bar. Really is what it is. It is an absolute beast. And I love it. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons so you guys can see what I mean by beast. We'll look at it next to the Cold Steel 8010. My Floor Max will be back this week. I can't wait to show that to you guys. So it's a tiny bit, maybe about the same size as the 8010, or just a little bit longer than the 8010. Look at it next to a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. It's larger than the Paramilitary 2. Look at it next to XM18. This is the 3.5 XM18. I do not have an XM24, but that would probably be more in line with it. So it's larger than the XM18. Look at it next to a Benchmade full-size Freak. It's going to be longer than our full-size Freak. And finally, let's look at it next to the Microtech Ramlock Stitch. And it's just a little bit longer than the Stitch. So it's probably the largest American-made knife that I might have in my collection, which would be another kind of cool thing. So let's get a couple of ideas on our blade, which is going to come in at 4 inches. Our handle is going to come in at right under 5 inches. That area where I like to grip it from here to here is 4 1/4. And the overall is right a smudge under 9 inches. So it's right under 9 inches, guys. It is thicker blade stock. Let's get a, let's grab our calipers and we will see that that blade stock, whoops, 0.16. The overall handle thickness, 0.53. Behind the edge, which I'm not good at getting behind the edge, but this will show you that it is a thicker grind, 0.025. And then we will grab our Javon scale. .95, so right under 6 ounces. So it's a beefy knife, guys. But it is, again, it's a Spartan Blades Harsey, the second Harsey in my collection, and it's something that I'm really stoked to have. The construction is next level. The pivots are T15s, and the body screws and the clip screws are all T8s. So you've got T8s for your buddies, T8s for your clip, and a T15 pivot. And guys, that is the Magnacut USA made SHF or Spartan Harsey folder. It's a beast of a knife. I'm totally stoked because it completes my Plague Doctor collection. I'll keep these knives, stoked to have them, and stoked that you guys take enough time and watch my content. I appreciate it more than you know. I hope you find it somehow informative. Shows you some things that, you might have not seen, you might have seen, but just really give you my gut feel opinion on how they make me feel, right? And this is one that I wasn't sure about when I got my first Spartan, and I can tell you that I am a Spartan Harsey fan. I really like this model. I like this knife. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Guys, I love each and every one of you. I'll thank all my channel members. I thank anyone who takes the time to watch my content. All I ask is that you please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.